Hi guys, this is Emily Cupedi for Designer Designs, and for today's card I'll be using the unicorn stamp set. I started masking the four sides of a piece of Strathmore watercolor paper to create a little Polaroid. Then, using my archival ink in jet black, I stamped my unicorn. Once I had my image stamped, I used my Jelly Roll pen from Sakura in black, which is a waterproof pen, and using the masking tape as a ruler, I lined the four sides of the little square. With a little piece of paper towel, I removed the ink that I still had in my masking tape to make sure it wouldn't smear into my watercolor paper. I couldn't find my sponge daubers, but I wanted something a little smaller than my round blending tools. So I simply took the sponge from my round blending tool and used it without the wood handle. Also, I used the cloud mask, which I created out of acetate for another card, and along with the little sponge and the distress inks in milled lavender and spun sugar, I added some clouds behind the unicorn. I didn't mask the unicorn because I was very carefully that I wouldn't get the ink into the unicorn, and also these are very light colors, so they were going to be very easily to remove with a little of water if I got any ink in my unicorn. Once I was happy with the cloudy background, I went ahead and very carefully removed the masking tape. Then I cut down the Polaroid a bit more. Anyhow, I ended up cutting it even more at the end, so you could wait until the end to cut your Polaroid to the desired size. To watercolor the unicorn itself, I'm using the Warm Lipstick Shaded Lilac and Victorian Velvet Distress inks, along with some water and a watercolor brush. Then I'll use my scalloped rectangle die, and I will partially die cut a piece of Strathmore watercolor paper. For this, I die cut the first half of my rectangle, and then moved the rectangle and die cut the other half. This way, I got a much smaller rectangle than the rectangular die. To color my scalloped rectangle, I used several distress inks, as well as a round blending tool. Since at the beginning I wasn't sure of what colors I wanted to use, I started with my lightest colors and then kept switching them until I liked the result. For the sentiment, I used the little hello that is in the blast off stamp set from Designer Designs as well, and I stamped it in the corner of my Polaroid using my archival ink in jet black. Now I'll be using the waterfall, grape crush, and pink taffeta Stickles to add some shine to the front of my card. Again, here I was just experimenting, so I simply added the Stickles to another scalloped rectangle I die cut out of heavyweight cardstock and spread them with the brush, trying to keep the Stickles more concentrated towards the bottom of the rectangle. Keep in mind that Stickles are basically a glue with glitter, so you have to be careful with the brushes you use. You do not want to use a very expensive brush for this, and any brush you decide to use, you should wash it as soon as you are done with it. I ended up using my finger to spread the glitter, so you could just use your finger since the beginning. Once I added the Stickles, I let them dry very well. Since the rectangular panel warped a little bit, I sticked to the back of it another scalloped rectangle to help it stay flat. Here I already cut a little rectangle out of foam and added some score tape to both sides of it. I stick one side to the small scalloped rectangle and the other one to the larger scalloped rectangle. I finished my card adding some sequins from the wrist using my multi-medium mat, and then added some grape crush stickles to the center of the sequence. I love all the sparkle and glitter in this card, as well as the adorable unicorn and the rainbow panel we created. I hope you liked it too. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed yet. Don't forget to visit my blog as well as the Gerda Steiner Designs blog to see the list of supplies and the close-up pictures. Here are 3 more cards for you to watch. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!